The long-standing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah has reignited, plunging the region into fear and uncertainty. Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group, has launched rocket attacks into Israel, prompting a swift response from the Israeli military. This latest escalation marks a dangerous turning point in the conflict. Israel views Hezbollah as an existential threat, determined to destroy the Jewish state. Hezbollah sees Israel as an occupying force and vows to liberate Lebanese territory. The international community must act decisively to prevent further bloodshed and work towards a lasting peace in the region. Israel has unleashed a wave of airstrikes targeting Hezbollah strongholds in Beirut and southern Lebanon. The strikes have caused widespread destruction and civilian casualties.
Hezbollah, in response, has fired volleys of rockets into northern Israel, targeting towns and cities. While Israel's Iron Dome defense system has intercepted many of the rockets, some have struck residential areas, causing damage and injuries.
The aerial exchanges mark a significant escalation in the conflict. International calls for restraint have gone largely unheeded as both sides seem determined to inflict maximum damage on their adversary. In the wake of the escalating violence, Israel has issued evacuation orders to residents of towns and villages in northern Israel. Thousands have fled their homes, seeking safety in bomb shelters or relocating to other parts of the country.
Adding to the tension, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah has disappeared from public view. His whereabouts are unknown, fueling speculation about his safety and the potential impact of his absence on the conflict.
The evacuations and Nasrallah's disappearance highlight the unpredictable and dangerous trajectory of the conflict. The situation on the ground is fluid and rapidly evolving, with the potential for further escalation ever present. The safety and well-being of civilians on both sides of the border hang precariously in the balance. The escalating conflict has elicited a wide range of reactions from viewers around the world.
Support for Israel remains strong among its traditional allies, condemning Hezbollah's rocket attacks as acts of terrorism.
Conversely, others express solidarity with the Lebanese people and criticize Israel's use of force. They view Israel's actions as disproportionate, pointing to the high number of civilian casualties and the destruction of civilian infrastructure.
Some voices call for a nuanced understanding of the conflict, recognizing the historical grievances and security concerns of both sides. Social media platforms have become echo chambers for these diverse perspectives, complicating efforts to find a peaceful resolution. Lebanon, already grappling with a severe economic crisis and political instability, finds itself caught in the crossfire of the Israeli-Hezbollah conflict.
The country's fragile infrastructure is ill-equipped to withstand the onslaught of Israeli airstrikes, and the humanitarian situation is rapidly deteriorating. Hospitals are overwhelmed with casualties, essential supplies are dwindling, and the risk of a public health crisis is mounting.
The conflict has also taken a heavy psychological toll on the Lebanese people. The constant threat of airstrikes and rocket fire has created an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, particularly among children. International assistance is crucial to alleviate the humanitarian crisis and support Lebanon's recovery. The international community has responded to the escalating conflict with a mix of condemnation, calls for restraint, and diplomatic efforts.
The United States, Israel's closest ally, has expressed unwavering support for Israel's right to defend itself, while also urging de-escalation. Other countries have called for an immediate ceasefire and a return to negotiations.
Despite the challenges, diplomacy remains the only viable path to a lasting peace. The international community must work together to mediate between Israel and Hezbollah, address the underlying causes of the conflict, and create the conditions for a negotiated settlement. Failure to act decisively risks further bloodshed, regional instability, and the spread of extremism.